Good morning. All right. I slept great last night. So great that I slept till almost 10 a.m. I'm at Dunn Cascades in an unmarked tent site. Maybe it was the flowing of the Cascades, some natural white noise that kept me asleep and relaxed, or maybe I rolled over and turned my alarm off. I don't know what happened. I usually set my alarm for 7. Yeah, I don't know. Guess I needed the rest. It's all right. Today is either like almost an 8 mile day or almost an 11 mile day. I'm going over Wyman Mountain today, and on far out it looks brutal. So it's like a steady incline, but on the far out you can see like ripples, which indicate that there's going to be some like climbing. I'm starting to figure that out. It looks like a little teeny bump on far out, but in person it's probably rock faces with ladders. So that's what I'm betting on today. Um, Other than that, yeah. So I'm either going to this like shelter or South Arm Road, one or the other. I'm not sure. We're just gonna see where the day takes me. Because at this rate now, it's gonna be like 11:30 by the time I even get up and hiking. So I pretty much screwed this day, but whatever. I did the math. I'm good. um, yeah, that's all I could think of today. We're just gonna hike on, see what the day brings. Nothing else to report on, and today's gonna be a great day. One of the reasons I'm able to go so slow right now is because of my start date. That's the only reason. I've met a few people up here that are going as slow as me, only because they like hustled in the earlier states. Like a lot of people that started March, April, they're now doing 7, 8 miles a day, like myself, because they were pushing 20s early on, and they're finally getting it. Like, hey, this is the adventure of a lifetime. I should probably slow down now. I just had a kid telling me at the White Birches campground that yeah, he got up to here and he goes, "Wait a minute, it's almost over." And I rushed through it. Now I'm going slow. So if you're watching, feel free to comment, but I'm not gonna shout you out, you know. I'm not gonna blow your spot up, you know. But I've heard that a lot. But the only reason I'm able to go so slow is because of my start date. I remember saying to truck driver somewhere around the 450 mark, right before the day into Damascus, which was, I think, my biggest day out here, is like 22 or something. That I've waited my whole life for this. I'm not rushing it. I'm rarely going to go over 8 to 12, and I'm going to enjoy it, you know. And I kind of, hike your own hike, of course. Hike your own hike, just don't be an asshole. But I feel bad for the people rushing. I really do. I really truly hope they're getting what they need out of this. A lot of people are just out here to hike the trail and say, "Hey, I hiked the trail," in the end. But there's a group of people like myself that are trying to live and experience the trail and really, really take it all in, and not just hike it, because I think hiking it's only like 10% of it, you know. But it's become this like rise and grind Iron Man challenge thing where like, we gotta get there, we gotta go, we gotta crush those miles. And you know what? If that's what you want to do, if that's the hike that you want, then shit, who am I to tell you not to go for it? But I really think, like, if you're just gonna rise and grind, just go back to work. You know, just go home and go to work if you want to rise, grind, be miserable all the time. You know, I'm out here to not rise, grind, and be miserable. Like, I could wake up at 8 a.m. every day, go to work and be unhappy and whatever, you know. I'm not out here to do that. I don't know. It's just kind of, it's interesting, like, this far north is we're only 270 from the end. Not even, we're like 260 from the end now. And to see people finally get it, Like, hey, I could slow down and go 10 miles a day, and it's great. I just want to shake some of the people out here and say, enjoy this, you're never getting this moment again, but I don't know, hike your own hike. But if I hate, opinions are like assholes. We all have one, you know what I mean? But in my opinion, you should take this real slow and enjoy it. It's not about the miles. It's about just stopping and looking at the flowers once in a while, and looking at the sunlight and how it hits that specific spot and the leaves, and listen to the squirrel yelling at me. Like yesterday, I spent 10 minutes just quacking back at a crow. It would quack twice, I'd quack twice. And then it got to the point where I would do the crow noise 4 times and it did the crow noise 4 times. So, it's just stuff like that. Stuff I'm way too embarrassed to put on camera. You'd all be having me committed. So, I don't know. Hike your own hike, but just enjoy this. Enjoy it! All right, Dunn Cascades tent site. Thank you very much. It was great. Had a great campfire. Unfortunately, the tree 2 feet from my camp was the only tree I was able to hang food on, but it's all right. As long as the bear can get the food and not me, I think it's all right. But something, a lot of people always say, aren't you afraid to be out here alone, blah, blah. The answer is no. Like, I worry about ticks, mice, bears, and people, but they're all manageable if you take precautions. But once in a while, you'll see something out here that just shakes you to the core, like puts this fear into you that is undescribable. And I thought about hiking on, but it was getting dark. It's just 2 tea bags hanging from a piece of paracord. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to reuse their tea bags or dry them out to not carry them. I'm not touching them because out here I see a lot of Santeria and voodoo and various other religious artifacts. And I don't meddle. I don't meddle in other people's affairs, but that could be something as innocent as a hiker hanging their tea bags to not carry the weight, or it could be Santeria. We're not going to find out. We're just going to leave it be and hike on. Thought I heard something big walking. But anyway, that's it. It's time to get a move on. Such a beautiful day. If my future backyard doesn't have one of these, I don't want it. Some great trail magic over there. Yeah. Got some chili dogs, some Reese's Cups, ate some Kit Kats, drank 2 sodas, a bag of chips, ate a clementine, and a homemade chocolate chip cookie. Yeah! It's crazy because I've only gone 0.8 of a mile today, and I don't think I'm getting far today now. I think my day is pretty shot right now. All right, back to it. It's 1:39. Yeah, I'm getting like 5 miles today, if that. This is going to be my second time getting passed by Stella Hikes. She's been on 2 other, the PCT and the CDT, and she's back to the AT. So she's done, 5,000 miles in the time it's taken me to go 2,000. Oh man, how do people do it? Give me a moose. I've been seeing a lot of fresh moose poop. There's something about a canoe here and homemade oars. I was thinking about just putzing around. This literally would be my shortest day on trail if I were to stop here. I didn't expect to get held up at Trail Magic. As thankful as I am for Trail Magic, it really does take a huge chunk out of your day. There's a comment in Far Out that says take the canoe out. There's a homemade oar in it. All I see is a log and it's kind of full of water, but it looks like that canoe just kind of randomly floats around the pond. I think I'm pretty okay on that. It was worth checking out though. I was just trying to figure if I should get water here or not, but I think I'm just gonna push. Be all right. Oh man. Damn. That one stings a bit. I'm just beat up at this point. All my scars are from this. Even the hornet nest thing still has a spot on me. And then this. Actually, a nurse I met hiking said she thought that was staph. I just kept popping it and put hand sanitizer on it. And that was about a month ago, though. I think it was a spider bite, but it was about a month ago, and it's still, you know, not right, but it's all right. Oh, tired. Oh, boy. There is no water. It's not good. This place is not ideal. It's a Hall Mountain lean-to. The privy is a 10 out of 10. The shelter's nice too if you sleep in shelters, but the tent sites are all a real mess. The water is just a puddle. And going to the viewpoint, it's just overgrown. So there's no getting to that. But if I push on another 1.3, 6:15 now, by the time I set up my tent, it'll be dark and I won't have time to cook or wash myself, or so this is home for the night. It's just kind of a mess. I can tell they're working on it, but it's just it's really the tent sites are kind of bad. I found one in the back, but the privy's a 10 out of 10. It's brand new. I'm gonna look forward to pooping in that tomorrow, but yeah, it's not really that great. And there's a lot of evidence of bears. This is the best spot. Everything else is an overgrown mess. So I'm gonna leave room for one other person if need be, but I was trying to get to Sawyer Brook, but like I said, by the time I get there, it'll be dark. And with this terrain, it's not worth the risk of walking in the dark. Also, I like to have enough time to clean my legs, my arms, all that, and can't do that in the dark. Plus, it's already getting cold, so. Homie, where you make it, damn boy? Oof. It's looking pretty bleak. The trail goes that way. There's a sign over there. Let's check it out. Damn, that's not good. Oof. Yeah. It's looking like I'm gonna have to make do with what I have tonight. I can't drink that. I don't think a Sawyer squeeze will clean that out. I've drank some bad water, but that is... What is going on in this place? It's not sketchy. Alright, well, I guess good thing I have some water. Yeah, I can't drink that. I can't even filter then boil that. Alright, well, tomorrow I'll only have to go 1.3, I think, without water. Okay, that's only the second water source where I said probably shouldn't drink that. So out of almost 2,000 miles, only having 2 water sources where I said hell no, that's not bad odds, really. It's really not. I took the flowing water from today for granted, I guess. Good thing I always camel up, is otherwise I'd be eating dry cereal tonight. Oh boy. Homie, where you make it, damn boy. Homie, where you make it. All right, folks. Well, that is a wrap. Another day of hiking the AT. Another day of this wacky adventure. I'm at the Hall Mountain Lean-To. It was a 6.8 mile day today. Nothing we can't handle. I'm just trying to get closer to Rangeley. It's still about 30 miles away. There I have my package with my gloves, 2 new pairs of underwear, 2 new pairs of darn toughs, and lens protectors, and whatever else I asked my dad for. I can't remember, but the package is at the outfitter there. Then I'm going to Camp 43, courtesy of Rope Bunny's father, Eric. Thank you, Eric. We're going to call you RBD, Rope Bunny Dad. And, but yeah, just getting there. Over the next like 2.5 days, I'll be there. I'm in no rush. I'm just chilling. I wanted to go an extra 1.5 miles today, but I kind of got caught up in the news. A lot of crazy stuff going on in the current news, and I don't want to talk politics or any news on here. But if you're watching this now, just crazy news from 11 days ago or whenever it was. Man, I wish I stayed disconnected. I really do. But hey, that's all right. That's that's my curiosity there. But anyway, my headlamp's dying. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow's just gonna hike on, see where the day takes me. I don't know, no plan, and there's nothing else I can think to report on. Today was a great day. I hope you had a great day. You're all great, and God is great. Just God is always great. Just have faith. Keep your faith, and everything great will happen. But how do I usually do? Oh yeah, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow, you sexy people. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye. Yeah. Something just ran by my tent. Something small. Anyway.